Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, D-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. Got a nice lesson for you today. Might get a little touchy, but it is what it is. You know how we do. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message of the story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. You tune and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goals of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for you to do just that. When I'm done, you should be able to say, I know who I am. I know thyself. That's the goal for all right thinkers. That's my mission. Let's go. Knowing thyself is the question I ask. Do you know you? If you don't have an answer, it's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these first things time to you. Right thinker, know thyself. To my yacht, be true. Right thinkers. Let's talk about the issue that I'm going through personally. This is okay. I'm back on the couch. I need y'all to help me out because I need some shrinking right now. So I'm going through some things. Let me tell you about right thinker. Let's talk about the less I talk to people, the more I talk to God. I remember when it was taboo or blasphemy to say you talk to God. When I told my brother a few years ago about my God experience, man, you would tell people that? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep telling them what. That's what it is. That's what happened. I could care less what you think or how you feel. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So let's talk about this right quick. And why I'm talking less to people, more to God. I'm taking personally a vow of silence. Not talking. No. A vow of silence of arguing and debating with ignorant and unenlightened people, just wasting my time. So I'm gonna take a vow of silence for doing that, engaging in that nonsense. Okay. So yeah, I take a vow of silence when faced with what? Ignorant people. No more arguing. Simple. Whatever you believe, be my guest. Okay. I'm not here for that. I care less. If you want to be a student, we can talk. If you want to teach me, nothing to say. Moving on. I'm finding it harder by the days. For what? To be able to have a conversation with somebody on a spiritual level as myself. I'm not being conceited. I'm not trying to be bougie or condescending to anyone. But it's hard to hold an intelligent conversation with the less intelligent people. I'm trying to be diplomatic about that and politically correct because it's really getting to be a nuisance, and I'm going to take charge of that situation for myself. I just did less about changing. I take responsibility for me. So no more arguing. I'm not going to reach out, aka make phone calls to anyone. I will talk to God and do what I do in my spare time. Like I started out, I'm going back to what I used to do. Spend more time talking to him. Why? It's a better conversation. When the conversation I have with my higher self is better than what I have with people, maybe I might be in the wrong place, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm trying to let you know that's what's going on. Now, I'm looking for someone to talk to, aka buddy, a friend, somebody. I see I don't really have none. What that about, I don't know. And I was making a joke with my pastor. I said, yo, man, since I've been serving the Lord, I got no friends. He said, but right, he sanctified you. Okay, I root with that. Dude, how long I got to be sanctified? I feel like I'm in isolation. And I understand the concept, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, I'm freaking out, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure this thing out because it's really boggling my mind. Now, I have had my God conversation when every day for the last 10 years. I'm just saying. So I'm pretty much into what I do. I'm ingrained in certain things, and talking to God is one of them. Ever since the first conversation, I've come to enjoy listening to what he got to say. And since I come to him now in earnest, I think he listened to what I got to say. So moving on. Yeah, I had my first God conversation when? May the 1st, 2013. I keep making that point. I could care less. I know when I had mine. Whatever you didn't or didn't have, don't make a difference to me. I'm just using me as an example. Perfect. I'm sure. Start with me. And watch this. I keep telling you, the voice that God had was Vince Lombardi. Now, if you know sports or football, you know the trophy, the Super Bowl trophy, they changed it. It's named after Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest NFL coaches. But what I liked about him as a man, his character, his demeanor, what he represents, and how he taught other men how to be men. Okay, it's a difference. To be somebody coaching, no. But you got to teach somebody how to be. That was what I liked about him. And for that reason, to get my attention, that's the voice that, what the what? So, could care less. That's what happened. Moving on. Get a little touchy about that too. Yeah. I was freaking out. Right now, it's freaking out. Think about it. It's been 10 years, almost 10 years now. Okay. But I was cool. Why? Because that's the main hustler's rule. I'm not going to let it be known that I'm freaking out to anybody other than myself at that time. So understand it. I've been in a lot of situations and I've been holding on to that concept since I was a kid. I think I was 20 years old in that picture. And I've been using that philosophy and living by it ever since. Good or bad, I still stand firm on it. Okay. Now, so he told me in the Vince Lombardi voice, that the work I was doing was good work. Why? At that time, I was studying and just living what I was studying. I was just living it. I was just putting it into use to practice. So before I started, because I didn't even think about teaching this. I was learning it for myself to become a better person. When I got the call 10 years ago, that told me, wait a minute, maybe there's something to this thing. So you keep going. You keep going. I'm still going. Okay, so understand that. And when I got the okay from my higher self that I was doing right, and what he do? Now, what would happen? From the way that I was living, got his attention. I know that now. Now I know how to get his attention. That's why I try to relate to you, all my students. Trust me, just living right, nothing spectacular, but just practice righteous and virtuous living, and you get his attention. Just like at the crossroad, you want to get to the devil, you go to crossroads and you wait. Here you come. Okay, same thing. And what happened? He instructed me in the Vince Lombardi voice what he wanted from me. What yeah, what happened? Yeah, yeah. I'm in. Sign me up. I sold my soul to God. Now, you can sell your soul to the devil and take what you want and have it here. I take mine later. Why? I know what's going to happen if I do that. That's why. If you want now, that means you ain't comfortable with God's promise. I ain't going to bother. I'm doing what I need to do, and I take mine as I go. So that's the concept. But watch this. Now, but my job, my mission is to not tell you about God. No, they got preachers doing that. He said, You need to teach them how to get to me. So my goal as a right thinker, I want all right thinkers to know God for themselves. That's my mission. That's where it comes from. I'm just telling you, I'm on a mission from God. And they say I feel like the Blues Brothers sometimes because to actually say that, you're like, what the what? But yeah, philosophically, I'm on a mission to enlighten all those who I can. Simple as that. That's really hard to understand. But watch this. No, I was told not to talk about him, how good he is. I know how blessed. No, there's other people doing that. Teach them with knowledge and understanding how to know me for themselves. That's what he want. He want knowledgeable followers now. He don't want just a bunch of blind servants. I believe in God. Yeah, God. Nope. He wants you to have knowledge and understanding. Gnostics, gnosis, know him. Don't believe in him. So that's my goal to get right thinkers to do that. That's my personal thing. Being a man of God. I ain't a preacher. I'm not doing that nonsense. Don't make me a pastor, a reverend, or a preacher. I'm just a man of God. I'm a God's servant. I'm a spiritualist. I don't do religion. I fellowship with religious people. My philosophy is not based on a religion. It's the ancient Egyptian philosophical points of view. I can tell you what it is and break it down for you. So understand that. I tell you, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. Okay? I just know myself. I understand and know God for myself. And the way I did that was put the work in and did what I had to do, and it was recognized. So now I'm telling you, this is how you can do it. Simple as that. I ain't tell you send me a bunch of money and I put blessings and say, man, I ain't got time for that nonsense. If you fall for that, I got some bridges you might want to buy. So yeah, that's the concept. Don't do that nonsense. God don't need your money. He needs your worship, your praise, and your good deeds and righteous living. How about that? That don't cost you nothing to give him. But what he gives you back in return, everything you may want. If it's money, you get that too. But put your work in first. That's the you got to give in order to receive. That's how God works. So trust me. Oh yeah, I lost my place. Okay, here you go right there. I serve God my way daily in my walk of life. What? I give life lessons every day. I pray, meditate, and then I put my work in living my own righteous, virtuous lifestyle. That's where my blessings come from. So I can tell you that I'm really blessed when daily only because of what? I live righteous and virtuous when? Daily. I like the word out of my man, Cap. If you ain't depositing into the bank of God by doing good deeds and doing good by other people, if you just want to have everything, me, and you want the money, you want the fame, you want the glory, no matter what you got to do to get it, you ain't a good person. And that's what's going to keep you here. That don't get you there. So understand that. So I agree with Cat on that deal. And everything he just opened up kind of whoop on your butt, boy, and they just freaking out. Why? Truth is a bad man, and if the truth hurts you, that means you're a liar. Simple as that. If the truth hurts you, that says a lot about you. So move on. If he hurting you, y'all all got to realize maybe it ain't him, maybe it's me. Maybe I need to make some adjustments, make some changes that change your life. Start living right, like Mr. Right. Here you go. Let's go. I know you earn. I know how to earn your blessings. And you bring on your karma. The difference is you serve Lord, you get blessed. You serve you get karma. You're going to get what you deserve. So serve the Lord and get the blessings. Serve yourself, you get life lessons handed to you. Karma will come and visit you too. I live and I serve God 24/7, 365. I don't make excuses for doing something wrong. I keep my righteousness and my lifestyle where I can be proud of what I do every day. Simple. Okay. I don't sneak and creep. No one got time for none of that. So when you have transparency in what you're doing, you're good. It's when them guys start, hold up. Uh-oh. Don't trust them. Again, if what they say don't match what they do, they lying to you. Okay. My pimp conversation. When a girl come at you complaining about this, that, and the other, yo, my man, she playing you. Okay. And the rule on the street says Either you play them or they gonna play you. Simple as that. I was a player. Moving on, just a concept. And the same thing, good. It's the same game of life. It just changes because the dynamics change. But good people are good people. Bad people are bad people. In the discussion, bad people can become good. I prove that fact. But you got a lot of people pretending to be good that's really bad. That's the problem. Moving on. I ain't got time to keep pointing them out. Real God servants, and we talk about them. Real God servant men don't satisfy themselves in the flesh, only spiritually. I feel good to connect with somebody on a spiritual level and make an understanding that we can have, enlighten them, get them to be in the right track. I don't need to be touching, feeling nobody. I don't need them to be touching, feeling me. No, I don't need none of that. So you guys who use that pastor role, to get to church and all that. I had a pastor, old guy, touchy footy. My girl tell me, I don't want to embrace him no more. Why? Because he's fresh. Smack his face. Women, if a man inappropriately touch you, you should smack his face and let it be known. That's why I'm smacking you. It's called defending yourself. When somebody do something to you, that should be your first reaction. Call alarm to that. Why? Somebody gonna come and address it. Now you can put him on blast. They get away with that nonsense. Come and say, well, I'm gonna say now. Well, don't tell me. Don't tell me he did something offensive to you. Expect me not to address it. Don't tell me. Why? It's a waste of time. Why? I ain't gonna address it. Move on. So that's what I'm trying to say. If somebody's doing something to you, don't accept being abused from nobody. So understand that. And he claimed to be so God fearing, but then become touchy feely. You need to back away and move on. Why? He ain't a God fearing man. He's a lech. Okay, he's a predator. And we need to have more women understand that. But the thing is so bad now, it ain't just women. They like the boys. Sick, perverted people claiming to be God's servant. That's what part of me. All y'all religious guys doing that perverted stuff. That's between you and God. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So moving on. I ain't got time for that. All right. If you tell me you're a God servant man and you're sleeping around on your wife, you lying to me. Simple as that. I'm not following that. Why? I'm not gonna condone that at all. When I was a Mason, most of them guys, smart as whip in Masonic business and all that, but they was weak when it comes to nature. They had to satisfy their little needs. Okay, so I didn't subscribe to that. And I was told by my second wife, her mother said, "You a Mason? All they do is get drunk and sleep around with their wives. I don't drink. I don't cheat. I'm still a Mason. I just don't do what they do." I knew that when I was telling them. I said, "Yo, my man, y'all don't do none of that." So they told me you ain't gonna go far because you don't drink. Drinking got again more nonsense. Watch this. And why would people doing bad stuff? They want to encourage you to do it with them. I'm doing good stuff. Ain't nobody doing nothing with me. I can't find nobody to do the right thing. But if I went back to slinging them drugs, man, yeah, well, yeah, hey, that's the mark. Yeah, there you go. Ain't gonna happen. Move. All right. Oh, watch this. Oh, hell to the no. If you claim to serve God, you can serve yourself also. You can't serve God and yourself. Ain't happening. Two masters don't work. One or the other. So when you self-serving, don't claim to serve God. Don't put God in your nonsense. Come on, man. I hate that. Still in the name of the Lord. Lecture in the name of the Lord. Predatory. All them actions that you hide behind the Lord to get your little pervert, freaky stuff on. Y'all got the answer for that, so that's on y'all. But I see it happening a lot, and it's ridiculous. It's always y'all claim to be religious people who do that. I don't understand. Excuse me. Okay, real God-fearing men do not scandal, don't have scandals of what? Infertility or abuse or drugs, etc. Real God-fearing men, those ain't on God-fearing men jacket. Don't tell me you're God-fearing man. You got abuse. You got sex. Come on, man. No. Don't stand up in the pulpit on Sunday preaching all this self-righteous nonsense and then go behind the pulpit and do what you do. Again, you're responsible. I don't understand why bad actions, watch this, from so-called God-serving men is excused. Don't call name, cast aspersion. When you get caught doing something wrong and you claim to be a God-fearing man, people excuse that. Your boy, he had a bunch of money in the wall. He don't know where it's at. It's his church, his house. He don't know nothing about that. Again, excusing bad action. Your boy hanging out with, again, bad action. Excuse that. See, God don't excuse him. No, he's calmer. Okay, don't worry. They be taken care of. Moving on. Real God friend, man. Get that one. Okay, that one. I am a man of God. I don't walk around no cloth or no collar. I didn't know it. I know. I live righteous and virtuous. That's what made me a God-fearing man. Okay? Not because I say so, but my actions and deeds say so. Simple. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up again. I'm a little annoyed, but I'm trying to get this point across because it's hard to have a conversation of a spiritual level with people who ain't spiritual. So I refuse to have the other conversation. Why? That ain't for me. So again, if I was silent and I rather talk to him. My conversation, watch this. My conversations with God, really my best conversation. And that's next to talking to you guys. Okay, my right thing. 'Cause my best physical conversation is with y'all. My best spiritual conversation with him. How about that? So I'm always going to be able to talk to y'all. I appreciate you too. Let's do this. Wrap it up. Now, in the last 10 years, my best conversation has been with God. And the God, wait a minute, how about this? Now, I got a buddy. He uses the God of his understanding. That's perfect. So I'm using still his phrase. I talk to the God of my understanding every day. How about that? So understand that. I like that phrase, the God of my understanding. Why? Because that means that you know and understand God. You ain't saying why God I believe in. You said the God that I understand. So that's a beautiful phrase, and that gets me to understand that he got his conception right on point. So I ain't got a problem with that. If not, what's this? It's not good to just believe in God. That don't cut the mustard for me. You have to what? Devote yourself to him. And guess what? He'll return the favor. And you know that it ain't in vain when you serve him in earnest. I sound like a preacher right now, but no, that's what I'm trying to tell you. My conversation with God ain't got nothing to do with church. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay, we show everybody got all this stuff on YouTube, breaking everything down. I don't have time to go through all of that. I'm just teaching right thing of philosophy. And when I send stuff to you, I'm just giving you knowledge that I'm getting. I do the same thing. I'm still learning. I'm still getting information. I ain't stopping. Sure, but let me wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. All right, watch this. In all that I do now with what? God on my mind, aka being God conscious. He wasn't conscious. He sure wasn't conscious. But now I'm conscious, so I'm going to do certain things. Certain things I'm just not going to do. Why? Because when you become conscious, those are things that you will and won't do. Why? You know better. To know better, to do better. And when you do better, you get rewarded. To know better and not do better, you get nothing. So knowing without the deeds means nothing. No works, nothing in return. I have become real close. Who? God. Through what? My righteous and virtuous living in our daily conversations. That works for me. Try it. You might like it. He'll talk to you too if you do the right thing like I do. I'll be back. Appreciate you too.